It's no surprise. Americans love beer. Americans spent more than $111 billion on beer in 2017. It turns out a good chunk of that cash, $26 billion to be specific, is going to craft beer. That's nearly a quarter of the US beer market. The Boston Beer Company was one of the first to introduce craft beer when it opened in 1984 with Sam Adams. But with more and more craft breweries popping up by the hundreds each year, the Boston Beer has more competition than ever. Roughly 6,266 craft breweries were in operation in 2017. That's up from just 1,300 craft brewers 20 years ago. Bartender Billy Ritchie says he sees a lot of his customers, especially young people, spending on smaller breweries over big brand beers.
People like to try new things. People like to explore new styles of beer. I also think there's a big push of the younger generation to support smaller businesses, support local businesses, and it's good beer.
Jim Koch started the Boston Beer Company to give Americans an alternative to mass-produced beers, like Budweiser and Coors.
My dad was a brewmaster, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather, etc. I've been fortunate enough to kind of have a front row seat and be a part of, energizing this whole craft beer revolution.
The Boston Beer Company produced just under 4 million barrels in 2017, and many of those are new inventions.
In a normal year, we will probably brew between 150 and 200 new beers. Now, some of them are just trials with, let's try a different hop in this beer, or let's see what the malt crop this year is like. And then others are really, hey, I think we should do a new beer.
But the success of craft beer can also bring on new challenges for brewers. California-based Lagunitas Brewing Company recently announced it would be laying off 12% of its workforce due to pressures from a crowded craft beer market. But despite the challenge from competition, it was always Jim Koch's hope for Americans to have better variety in beer. That's why he first introduced the original Sam Adams Boston Lager.
That's what I wanted to see 34 years ago. I wanted America to be this place where there were breweries everywhere and they were all making great beer. And so that does make a more competitive marketplace, but it just challenges you. You got to get better. That's okay. That's exciting.
What would you say is your secret to success? Do you have one?
Dumb luck.
Dumb luck.
I had
Cheers
no idea
that.
when I started that Sam Adams would be this successful.
We're at the Sam Adams Brewery in Boston. I'm Taryn Verricchio.
And I'm Jim Koch, the brewer of Sam Adams.
And you're watching Business Insider Today.
Cheers.